Thank you.
I feel like this is some real, genuine fandom. Like, this is not fake. This is real. Because I saw some models who actually did
There
you go, yeah. Yeah, this is real fandom over here. Because we asked them to actually go back to their job, but they're still here. I don't know why. Okay, but we're here celebrating Jackson Wang's album release, Magic Man 2.
Thank you.
The sequel. Who has Magic Man 1 in the audience?
Please
over
don't.
there?
It's so awkward. Please don't ask that. Please don't
no more
ask
questions?
that. Nobody.
Okay.
Yeah.
No questions. Jackson, you just landed off the flight.
Yep.
How's it been so far? Are you settled in? You seem a little, tired a little bit, but
I'm good. It was a rough night yesterday.
okay.
Yeah.
What was rough about it?
It's just meetings about some serious stuff. Yeah,
Okay.
about like what to do next and stuff.
Yeah.
Until like 8 in the morning.
Dang.
Yeah.
You're one of the hardest working people that I know, man. And 10 years of 88rising, and you've been through many years with 88 at this point, man.
7 years. Yeah.
7 years.
Yeah.
That's majority of the existence of 88. How has it been with your journey with 88?
Especially coming from K-pop background, idol background, and I think it's my second time. It feels like second time being a trainee on how to become an artist. Yeah, and I think I evolved a lot. I got inspired a lot, and I learned a lot.
It was a big space, I think, for this label to provide for a lot of artists coming from the traditional label system into something more independent.
Yeah.
Giving you kind of the freedom to do anything that you want.
Yeah.
And it seems like once they opened that access to you, you went crazy with the creative.
Yes,
Like you've been holding in so many things you've been wanting to do.
Yeah.
And 88 allowed that.
100%, and also like the support to Asian community.
Yeah.
Like it really helped me a lot. You're there since before 88rising. You are part of making 88rising.
No, I've seen the beginning of it, and I love what it's turned into, and the beauty of bringing people out of the traditional system like you and unlocking all the things you want to do.
Opening the gate.
Opening the gates.
Yeah.
And then I saw that literally the last Head in the Clouds performance when I saw you on stage, and you went crazy, bro.
I had to hustle, man.
I think you were so energized that you kind of got in some health issues. Like it was just like you put all yourself out there.
Yes.
That was amazing, man. That was one of the best performances I've seen. I mean that genuinely.
Thank you so much, man.
That's crazy, man. I mean, with Magic Man 2, how is this different from any other project you've done before?
Does this work? Am I speaking through this?
No, you have a mic. He's mic'd, right?
I'm mic'd. Yeah, right here. Okay, cool. Podcast habits. Yeah, so I think for Magic Man 2 is I spent like over a year of time writing everything myself about me.
Yeah.
Because back then, especially coming from the background of K-pop of a system, like I was just doing what I was told to. And I've never ever written a song about myself, about my life, who am I, and what does everything mean to me, what's my value, what's the vision. So I spent over a year to create everything. Yeah, and I think it's my true story.
That's amazing. I mean, and the fact that you still went with the same title as the original, but this is just part 2. You just felt like it was a continuation.
Yeah, 100%.
I feel you, man. That's amazing. Let's talk about some of the songs here. Actually, I want to talk about this shirt because on the back there's a quote.
Yeah.
What's the quote?
What's the quote? It's the first single of the entire album. The deepest wounds are not from your enemy.
The deepest wounds are not from your enemy. And there's a lot of layers to that, I feel, because I think we tend to always blame like an opposition or somebody there, and sometimes you're your worst enemy, and the cause of the trauma. Is that somewhere in the realm of kind of what you're trying to say? What are you trying to exactly say with that?
Saying that exactly, because a lot of people ask me like, what's the inspiration behind the entire album? But it was just from there were no inspirations. It was just from my experience, and a lot of time it's the people around you. Especially as an artist or either as a human being, people around you that spends like majority of the time with you, they could be the people that's messing with you.
I see.
Yeah. So it's actually not any other elements. Than that. Yeah.
I love that, man. I love that. How do you from when I seen your last performance, it kind of made me think like, where do you go from there to the next thing? Do you end up like being like, let me just throw out everything that I just did and start an empty canvas? Is that kind of how your mind is working, or
Compared to the previous album?
The previous album and previous performance and the aesthetic and the creative all around it. Do you kind of throw it all away and then restart from fresh, or do you kind of take the pieces from that and like add on to it?
I think previously, especially in my youth, I've always chased after like, oh, what's cool? Like, I want to be cool. I want to show people that, hey, I can dance, I can do this, I can direct, I can be creative. But it was never about like, what about myself? You know, I want to tell my story, and I think music's such it's for artists, it's the only way to express. For me, I just like I've been for an entire year coming up with this album. I've been writing like personal diaries, and I just converted them into music.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you journal and stuff?
Yeah.
That's amazing, man. I just imagine you like laying flat tummy on your bed and just being like, "Dear diary." You know?
It was on my phone. Hey, 2025, man.
Oh, sorry. Come on, man. A little cute pen with a Karopi on it. No. Okay, that's amazing. Is there any artists and stuff, or how has 88rising inspired you in general?
Oh yeah, definitely giving me the space of like, instead of like leading me to a certain space, that giving me that creativity space to let me know a lot of different aspects of myself that I didn't even know.
Yeah.
Like, back then it was just like, hey, this is a song, this is the dance, do this, boom, schedules after schedules, and done.
Yeah.
Work and off work.
Sure.
But then in 88, it's more like, hey, what about this? What about this? Can you, they're helping me to find the colors that I didn't see.
Yeah, sure.
Since 23. Yeah.
And you have artists on the roster that's doing the same and try to push themselves. So you can look around at your peers and being like, oh, Joji's doing this, Brian's doing this, Nikki's doing this, and everyone's like pushing forward,
Yeah.
And the resources I think 88 has always provided on a visual sense behind just the studio element of like working with the top like video guys and all of that has been so inspiring to see.
I would say one word to conclude what 88 gave me was innovation.
Innovation, I love
It's
that.
like, why be safe?
Yeah.
It's not about safe for what. It's like a lot of things. I think innovation is also risk.
It is.
But it's like, who's the first one to do it?
Yeah.
But it takes a lot of risk. But where I think like a lot of big corporate companies, they want to be stable.
I'd rather fail doing everything I want.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Well, let me ask you something here. How did it feel to write music without thinking about trends, expectations, or commercial success? Because I think some of those things weigh heavily on shoulders of big artists like you, right? How will I still reach the masses? That is a lot of people to cover.
Yeah, I mean, I think I used to always think about that, but I think for this album, it's self-serving, and I feel like I just needed to let it out. And everything, maybe after this album, I can make a song about cotton candy, like even about lollipop or whatever, But this time, I just have to do this because it's for myself.
I see.
Yeah.
It's like one for them, one for me. It's like you can keep doing that. And a lot of artists do that.
Yeah.
It's good. What's one thing fans don't know about the making of this album?
I think a lot of like, even on live streams, or because we're living under this big umbrella of entertainment, and then it's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be exciting and whatever, but not a lot of people is willing to, at first sight, to see too dark and emotional content.
Yeah.
You feel me? So, and I think I was really struggling with that, and yeah, throughout the entire album, there are a lot of times, like, I know it sounds whack, but there are a lot of times that I was recording, I was writing, I just cried.
Yeah.
I was so emotional. Like, there are sometimes like 3-4 weeks I couldn't even write a song.
Yeah.
But then there are days that's like a day I made 3 songs. And for this album, I made like over 60 songs.
Wow.
But it's like, what's the essence? So I just highlighted everything, condense it and ended up with 13.
I think a lot of artists do that. You know, they cry through the song. They express those emotions, not in a literal sense, but into music, into the artistry. You know, people won't catch me crying, but they will hear me on a song, crying, whining.
Talking about really deep.
No, I'll go in, man. What is the general idea in chapter 1?
Manic highs, talking about like
Manic highs, you said?
manic highs,
Okay.
right? So with this environment of entertainment, or you know, just back-to-back schedules every single day, it felt like I didn't even have time to think. It was just in the highs, you know, and where I thought everything was good, you know, where I didn't realize, oh, that's not the life that I wanted.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Chapter 2 is like realization, realizing like, hey, what about me? And is this really what I want? Or is this the right decision? Or am I serving them? Like, for example, running a company, am I managing humans and relationship rather than managing, like, prioritizing my vision?
Sure.
You know, that's super tricky too. So a lot of like complicated things to think about. And that's chapter 2, like realizing, oh, hey, you know, having that space to think about myself.
Yeah.
And third chapter is losing control, like just realizing everything. Then the emotion kicks in, like just reacting to that.
Yeah.
Right. And then fourth is acceptance, just
Wow.
accepting everything, just moving on.
You've had a lot of time to think about this, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and you said the diary entries were so crucial to this process. So is that something that you've always done? Have you always like
Never.
really?
Yeah,
It was
this is the first
specifically
time.
for this.
Yeah, giving myself room and time.
And I'm sure it's been very therapeutic.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I'm living. I'm living now. Yeah.
And does that work like where you do the diary entries daily, and when you're in the studio and you need some inspiration, you'll just go back to the diary entries and try to find some stuff that really resonates for that moment? Or how does that work? Like, what is the process of using the diary entries? Or
I was just going through all my notes, you know, all my diaries, and let's say there are few weeks of diaries.
Yeah.
It could be talking about different scenarios, like different situations, but the common ground is it's about that.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, hey, why don't I just make a song about that? That's how G-Bad came along.
Yeah.
Right? Sometimes you just have to be a bad person, you know, not to be a bad person, but to to protect your own will, right? It's just things like that. That's the same format that I've been using for the entire album.
Does your diary voice sound like you when you talk regularly, or is it like almost like, does it feel like a different persona, a different way you talk? You know, because I feel like when I write sometimes, just my thoughts down. It's not the way I talk, you know? Like I'm just talking like homies, like
right.
But when I have that voice, it's like a different voice.
100%.
You know?
It is that, but it's also like different thoughts, different quotes that I just write down. Not like, hey, now I'm sitting in a room, I'm listening to this, I'm thinking about this. It's not that. It's just, I just go straight to it, straightforward.
Stream of consciousness, just letting it flow.
Yeah.
Do you take a lot of inspiration from like TV and films and all of that as well? Or?
A lot of inspirations from Fun with Them.
Oh,
Hey, can I just
podcast?
be very honest?
Thank you, man.
Can I just be very honest? I listen to a lot of podcasts, and the best two I listen to is Fun with Them and Bad Friends.
Thank you guys. Make sure you guys tune in.
No, for real. For real. Yeah.
By the way, right now we are releasing signed CDs randomly in the cart. Wait, can we confirm that? Okay. We're random. I mean, this is going to go fast, right? How many of these we got? Like, what are we talking? Total of 40 units randomly in the cart. This doesn't guarantee you it, but it's random. So you guys got to purchase the album, and it's gone in seconds, like 1 second. It'll be disappearing really fast, man. I mean,
just in case it doesn't, can you guys buy it right now?
yeah. Apparently they're not selling out, y'all. It's still no. It's gone. It's gone. I see a lot of your content where, excuse me, I spit on you. A lot of content where you're shirtless. You know what I'm saying? I'm wearing your T-shirt right now, but
Thank
you don't
so
wear.
much. I wear them.
You don't wear your own T-shirt on your T-shirt.
I do that.
You're shirtless on your T-shirt here.
Because it's not sold out.
Whatever you gotta do to sell the albums, huh?
Yeah, man, whatever.
This is so.
Why am I shirtless?
No. What is the energy behind this cover right here? I just want to know. What's going on here?
So I feel like that's my alter ego. Like that's
okay.
the expression for why Magic Man is so dark and everything. Because that period of my life, that's all I could see in the industry, right? So I think, and this is just the artist Jackson, like Jackson Wang, you know, himself, and I'm always avoiding this person.
Oh, okay.
And there's a lot of thoughts behind that, and that's also a part of the message for the.
That's, you know, I will say that one thing that was so interesting about you, you know, we didn't know each other that well until like right before you came on the podcast, and your eagerness to like do the pod.
I was the one who insists to go.
That's what I'm saying. He asked me.
Yeah.
And it's like most people who come from the K-pop industry, when I've had on my pod, they're bringing like a team of 20 people. I have to get things approved and edited. You were just like, I bypassed all of that through you.
Because I don't have a team.
It's just like you feel fully
I don't have
independent and free.
Yeah.
That's amazing, man. I really respect that.
And I think it's also different community, different audience.
True.
Yeah. So that's why I understand that.
Yeah, that's amazing, man. We got, you know, exclusive merch and box sets just for this stream right here on the TikTok shop. Albums and this T-shirt with the lovely quote in the back. 10-year anniversary of 88rising. Just for this couple of next. How much time do we have? Like we got the next 30 minutes. So this is your limited time to cop these albums right now. I know people are really anticipating some of your live performances for this album too. Have you performed this album yet?
No. One time, but it was just an intro. Like it's not an actual stage.
Yeah.
Like well prepped, complete version of the performance. I didn't even start rehearsing yet. Yeah.
How, man, like, walk people through how much time, blood, sweat, and tears goes through preparing for one of your performances.
Honestly, like just rehearsal itself physically is not that hard. It's just doing a choreo, just practicing it.
Like, getting it together for the rehearsal, you mean? Like preparing?
No, while rehearsal, it's just stamina. That's not the hard part. The hard part is coming up with it.
Yes,
making,
yes. Right.
With dancers, with VJs, with lightings, also like
putting it all together.
Yeah, just everything, and it has to make sense to connect all the dots. You know, that's the hard part.
You have good stamina, right?
I don't know, man. I'm 31 already. When was the first time you met me? I think it was 25.
Yeah, somewhere around there. Yeah, I mean, what I saw in that performance, it really blew me away, man. And afterwards, I was like worried, bro. Because I was like, this fool gave him his all.
Everything, hustle, man.
And I saw you just standing there, and everyone's cheering, and I just saw the breathing. You're just like up there. It was just very mysterious in a way, you know?
Try my best, bro. Yeah.
That's crazy, man. And you have a good workout routine for all that, doing all that? Or is that the
I was
workout?
an athlete.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah, so I think
I'm aware
it's fine.
of that.
You're right, it's fine. It's fine.
It's fine?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You got a dance challenge right now, the Buck Challenge.
Yeah.
The Buck Challenge. And is that an easy dance? Because I've never done a dance challenge, but I just want to, you know.
There are two versions.
Okay.
One's for like more the mass, and one is for like if you dance every day.
So
you're a dancer.
I like how you made like two versions. One for like, okay, the beginners, you guys can do this one. Okay. I'll see what's up. I'll look into that. I'll look into the Buck Challenge. If you guys do the Buck Challenge, mention the Buck Challenge, do the hashtag Buck Challenge, and TikTok will do the fan spotlight. So make sure you guys do the Buck Challenge, y'all. And we encourage all the fans to join. You know, I really respect this artist right here. He's someone who puts in a lot of work and a lot of effort and time into his artistry and a lot of sacrifices, you know. You're someone who could have gone a very traditional route and still even kept chasing after the bigger, the more obvious, digestible route. You know what I'm saying? But now you just have that freedom. I don't think you can buy that freedom. You know?
Yeah, definitely. Right now, it's way more work, but I feel free.
Yeah,
I feel free.
No, I feel you, man. That DIY, do it yourself.
But sometimes I miss going back to the system.
Really?
Because I just
interesting.
Yeah. Because it's just like, hey, I wake up, do the schedules, and I'm off work.
Yeah.
And I don't have to worry about anything.
Right.
Everything is just set there.
Yeah, you just got to
I just
make
need to
it there
show
on
up.
time. You show up on time. That's it.
Yeah.
That's amazing, man. Well, we got some fan-picked questions. So let's add, these are from the fans. When do you plan to do the Magic Man 2 tour?
I mean, if people come, then I'll do it. Because you never know. You never know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, leave in the comments right now, what city would you like Jackson to visit? Did I say a bad word? It just bleeped me out for a second right there. What city would you like, or city or country would you like Jackson to visit and do the Magic Man 2 tour? Because he is going to tour, but he needs to know where he should go. What kind of mindset or place were you in when writing this album? I mean, I guess you took us through the whole journey of where, but what was the main one? I mean, was it like in a darker place, would you say?
It's just, you know, debuts. I debuted when I was 19.
Yeah.
And it's like I missed out a lot in my 20s. And doing the things that you're supposed to do when you're in the 20s, I missed out a lot. And
Like going to a club and feeling like you can just
or
chill.
just like just spending time with friends.
Yeah.
You know, just living. You
Being
know,
able to go out with them regularly and do stuff.
exactly. And I think the entire process, again, to recap, is just a kid processing reality. That's it. It's first time just seeing, oh shit, this is the reality, and I just have to face it. Dealing with that emotionally, physically, mentally.
Did you feel like you're almost like unplugged from the Matrix or something like that?
Now I feel like 31, I've witnessed and experienced a lot of crazy things.
Yeah.
Right? In different territories. And yeah, now I just accept it, and I see everything like when a good time doesn't always mean good, bad time doesn't always mean bad, and I just accepted everything. It is what it is. This is life.
That you can't control it.
Yeah.
And did you feel like at some point that you had to have like control of stuff and your destiny in a way? But I mean, none of us can control that. You know?
Yeah. But the thing is, I didn't even have time to think in most of my 20s. Like, who am I?
You're just go.
Yeah, go. But
you're not sitting
full
in
speed,
it.
highway, but there's no direction.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I feel that. I can relate to that also. You know, just constantly thinking about the end goal and how I'm getting there.
Yeah.
Not smelling the flowers, right? Sitting in it.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you think the fans will understand this new side of you through this music?
I don't know, man. Like, they're very used to see me like being bright, being positive, and like, you know, just yeah, they're used to see me as the Jackson that they have already known for a long time. So I'm not sure about that. But like I said again, this album is self-serving, and also it's better to just tell my audience the truth.
Right.
You know, hey, this is who I actually am.
Well, what do you think is the version of Jackson that most fans knew you as in your early days?
Bright,
Really?
positive, you know, and good, nice, or like, yeah. But honestly, like, oh, looking fresh or whatever. But to me, I'm like, hey, I look whack a lot of times in my room. You know, and I'm an asshole a lot of times.
Right.
And I'm not, like, what you see in front of the camera is not who I really am. Like, not the complete version of me, you know. So just being comfortable to share it to them about
Well,
that.
it also could be a lot to live up to those expectations, you know. Like, I like to start with low expectations so they don't expect much from me. But I feel you, man, and that must feel so liberating. You know,
it feels nice. I mean, just opening up myself, because I think, you know, me and my fans and audience, we're like friends, right?
Yeah,
And I think it's a family, and it's important to show them who I really am.
Wrong answers only. What is Magic Man 2 actually about?
Again?
No, like, I mean, this
what
is
is
no
it?
funny question. Wrong answers
It's
only.
about, like, if you just watch a replay of what we just recorded. Nice. So
What's your favorite song on this album?
the last song, Made Me a Man.
Made Me a Man.
Yeah.
What made you a man?
Everything that happened, good and the bad.
Good and the bad.
Good and the bad, whatever happened, like crazy things happening. And I think, you know, it was meant to happen. You know, it's meant to happen, and that's what made me who I am today. Yeah. Without that process of whatever betrayal or reality, humanity, all these things, you know, without that, I wouldn't be who I am today in this mental state or, physical state.
You know, there's like this. You talked early about like how you missed out a lot of stuff in your 20s after your debut at 19. You said.
Yeah.
19. Do you remember kind of like what your life was like right before that? And do you remember like what those times felt like? You know?
No time to think, man. Every single day, wake up, do this, do this, do this.
Oh, leading to your debut. Oh, right. You were already
even
training.
in my trainees.
Yeah, I forgot.
I started trainees when I was 17.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was already, you were in the system already at that point.
Yeah.
That's amazing, man.
And even when I was an athlete, I was in the system as well.
Yeah.
Just go every day.
That was before your training.
Yeah, since 10.
Damn, bro. How about before then?
I was a happy kid, man.
Could I find a time where you were training like a swing set or something? Or what were you doing?
Oh, I think...
Give this man a labubu or something, bro. I feel bad for you. God
Before
damn.
10, starting 7, I was a gymnast.
Yeah, wow. You were training, getting more flexible and everything, man. Let me see over here. We still got a lot of fans over there. Raise your hand if you're a real Jackson Wang fan over there.
I don't... Oh, that's sad.
Okay, I'm gonna have one of you guys ask. If you guys have a real good question, if anybody wants to ask a question, this is your chance to come up on stage right now and ask it. This is your chance to stand 1 foot away from Jackson Wang, all right? Come on, it's okay, come on. I got a mic for you right here. I got a mic for you. It's okay. Yeah, okay, these are some real fans.
Is it actor?
No, these are actual employees of TikTok, but it's just like, I feel like there's real fan energy, and since we have that, we might as well take advantage of that, you know what I'm saying? They quickly took off the 88rising clothes as soon as they didn't have to model anymore. Come on, guys, where's the loyalty? Oh yeah, come on. How you doing? Good, good, hold on, I'm gonna interview you using this microphone, so here we go. All right, what's your name?
I'm Chloe. Hi.
Hey, man. Oh, hey, Chloe.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Hey, Chloe. Hey, Chloe.
Well, he's so awkward now. All right, here we go. Chloe, you're a Jackson Wang fan for how long?
Yeah, I love him like since 2017, and then like since that many years.
8 years.
Yeah, like 8 years. No.
Have you noticed a change in Jackson?
Yeah, a lot.
I got old.
No.
What's the change in energy that you felt from Jackson?
I think it's the emotion like inside, and not only the body, but only the mental, like everything. So I think like he grew up a lot, and then he experienced a lot. So he actually he changed a lot. But yeah.
Do you like the change?
Yeah, well, whatever he likes.
No. It's up. You can talk shit if you want. I'm kidding.
No, I love anyways, like him anyways. Yeah.
That's amazing. Do you have a question for Jackson?
So I just have a very basic one, like, how are you today?
What?
How are you today?
I'm good. Just seeing you.
I mean,
Thank
it's
you.
like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, cause I know you have been like stressful and then lots of pressure, and then yeah. So how are you today? How are you recently?
Good, after seeing you.
Bodies are
Thank you.
good. Yeah.
Wow, look at that. You see, sometimes
Yes,
it's
yes,
just
yes.
the basic questions you want to be asked.
Because like we already do lots of research. Like I already know a lot of about him, and then so basically I just want to know like how he's actually feeling. Like
What's one thing you know about him that you don't think that he would know that you know?
Oh wow.
Like
That's scary, man.
Like a tattoo on his upper butt cheek or something?
No, not tattoo. But like cause I was from the UK, and then the main, like I relocated at LA is because of him.
Oh wow.
Yeah, cause like I follow him to all the tour, like from.
Wow, real fan
Thank you.
over
Thank
here.
you so much.
Like yeah, UK and then in China, and then back then Canada and the US. So.
Wow.
Yeah, and then I end up like working with my amazing.
Someone give her a T-shirt, please. No, thank you. And also, I'm doing good too. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Make some noise for Chloe. Appreciate it.
Listen, listen.
Thank you.
That's it.
Yeah. We got.
Oh, thank you.
Guys, we got these albums. That made her day, I think, for sure. We got the merch over here, the box set that you could only purchase, I believe, here at the TikTok shop, right, honey? Is that right? Okay, honey, I'm crashing out here. I need help. All right, honey, for God's sakes. Okay, no. Yeah, why don't you want to come up and talk about what we're selling here for Jackson real quick here? Yeah. Just kind of talk to the. Give us a little breather, for God's sakes. All right, we're getting too deep. I'm about to cry.
Let's talk about fun with them.
I don't know where the.
When am I gonna be on the?
Maybe I'll just sit right here.
Check out the pod episode I did with him too, guys. Honey, talk to him real
Yes,
quick.
absolutely.